Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Apex Racing Cup Series presented by Wheels America. Here tonight is the Honor Our Veterans 125 from Michigan Motor Speedway, or International Speedway. I went too far back for that one. It is round 9 of 15 here on Extreme Sim TV. Matt, how you doing, pal?
Doing good, as always, everyone. Happy Veterans Day as we roll into Michigan International Raceway, closing in on the playoffs. And boy, oh boy, do we have some storylines here tonight. AJ Capola in the booth with us. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, we have some big storylines with some key factors not here tonight. It was brought to our attention by Steve. Matt, why don't you cover those?
Yeah, exactly. So right now, the playoffs picture is on your screen. And if you look right there around that, the playoff bubble, that is Joplin and Mr. Scott Snodgrass. They're not here tonight. What happens if they don't make it? Well, that's going to move at least 20 in. And possibly, AJ, Balance may be able to leapfrog as well, depending on how he finishes here tonight.
Yeah, he's going to have to finish pretty good being 33 back, but it should be no issue for Travis Twitty.
Yeah.
With Joplin and Snodgrass not here, he's probably going to move right in.
Yeah, it's not going to be good. I mean, Balance may not overtake them, but it's going to be so close that, that leaves it open for interpretation going into Charlotte next week.
So, while we have a couple minutes left before we start gridding, we have a special pit reporter here tonight. It is the driver of the 48 Chevrolet, Brandon Ward. You got us in your headset, pal?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, so within practice or qualifying, how's the car feeling tonight?
Oh, the car feels fine. The track, on the other hand, it's very slick. You make one wrong move coming out of the corner and you're going around very quick.
So,
all right, gentlemen.
How long do you think before
125?
How do you think people are going to run tonight with it being very slick? Do you think we're going to see a big green flag run, or do you think we're going to have some cautions first to weed out some of the guys?
I'm not bothered about that, but no, I think the first few laps are going to be nice and easy, and then as the tires come in, it's going to get more aggressive as we get towards stage one.
Yeah, that's kind of what me and Matt are hoping for. It's Michigan, so it's high speed. I haven't done a cup car here before, but are you guys wide open?
For the most part, yes. You're going to have to start lifting once the tires start going, though. I was wide open all the way through qualifying.
Well, I've got one more question for you, actually, before we let you go. With this package here, do you think the draft's going to be pretty effective here tonight?
Yeah, you're going to want to make sure you're not on somebody's bumper going into the corner. You're just going to get sucked right up to that wall.
All right, sir. We're going to let you get to work there. Best of luck to our in-race reporter, Mr. Brandon Ward, down there in the car, getting all strapped in. AJ ready to go. We know Brandon's ready for this, buddy.
Yeah, well, that makes one of us.
Well, hey, that makes one of us at least, right? So,
yeah.
So AJ, very special night here tonight. Honoring our veterans, which is huge on Veterans Day. Means a lot to everybody. Me, you, everybody here. We're going to do that the way we know how here tonight. And that is a show our appreciation and go racing and put on a good show for them, right?
I hope so. I just want to take a quick second and thank all the service members, past, present, and future. Thank you for keeping the U.S. the way the U.S. is, safe from foreign affairs. And, let's try to honor them tonight. And that's coming from Extreme Sim TV and Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast.
Yeah.
So tonight we have the Honor Our Veterans 125 from Michigan International Speedway. Smash that like button, hit the subscribe for more Apex Racing here on Extreme Sim TV. And Matt, let's get her at her.
Let's get her at her. Let's take it very quickly here because we're going to have a special pacing here. So let's run through the starting grid right quick. RN race reporter, that's Brandon Ward. He's going to start on pole. Matthew Smith to his outside. Starting in row number 2, it is Fred Sutter there as well in third.
Are you? I think you might be off.
Oh, yeah, I'm off. Are you off? Well, no, I don't know. No, it's showing. You got Balance in fourth?
No, I have Anthony Williams in fourth.
Why is it not giving us the right grid here lately? Oh, well.
I don't know.
Well, we'll hold from that for a moment because we got something very special coming up here, AJ. And I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be nice. As we they'll pace around, and then we'll get everybody caught up to where they need to be, and then we'll start to rearrange the field. And let's look.
We're not going green. Not going
really
green.
quickly here. Let me flip the camera over for you, AJ. And there is one of our favorite here, AJ. You want to talk about a little bit about what's about to go down here, buddy?
Well, as like we said before, it is Veterans Day, and today we are honoring our veterans. In the field tonight, we have Brian Crocker. I want to say he was Army. Did you say he was Army?
Crocker was U.S. Air Force, and he will be taking the front row alongside Mr. Fred Sutter right
Fred
there. Suter right there. U.S. Marines.
He's running a nice Marine paint scheme right there. You know.
Wow, just a cool sight to see those two lead the field.
I just got goosebumps.
Yeah, you could say that again. Just a great moment. Folks, we're going to take a moment here and just, we're going to mute all of our audio sources.
Hang on,
and take
we're not
just a
going
moment
green.
of silence, and we'll be
Not
right
going
back here at Michigan. Alrighty, again, as we got the Air Force Marines leading the way, and I tell you what, that's a pretty good combination between those branches.
Absolutely. I don't think your trading paints is working very well on your end.
Yeah, it's unfortunate too, because trading paints has just been that way.
Try closing it and reloading it, or clicking the re-download paints.
I've done that 3 times already. It ain't working. But unfortunately, that is the case with trading paint. Hey, don't you love trading paints?
No, not at all.
Me either. I'll try it again and see if we can get it to do it. But
once again, I'd like to thank all our military for their services. You are greatly appreciated for your sacrifices, and you know we love you guys. And I'm happy to see 2 of them in the field tonight.
Yeah, me as well. And we're gonna try one more time to get this trading paints to work, but I'm not too confident there, AJ, with trading paints here lately. I don't know what is wrong with it. Do you, buddy?
No, because it's working on my end.
I'm shut it back down. I'm gonna fire it off again and see. So as they'll get ready to get back in the line here, and we got it re-downloading for you guys at home. So you're about to see all the cars go ghost light for a moment, and then they'll come back. Points wise, as we ship our way into race here tonight, what is your thoughts points wise?
I think Scott and trying to think of the other driver who's not here. They're gonna take a big hit with one more race before the playoffs, and I really think Travis Twitty, even though he's starting in 13th tonight, he's sitting pretty. He's gonna make up a lot of spots, and I think Balance is really gonna cut into that as well.
Yeah. Now here's my point to this: as we look here, coming into tonight, Crocker and Fred both outside looking into playoffs. How cool would it be for one of them to get the win on Veterans Day?
Oh, I'd go cuckoo, and it looks like your trading paint has finally kicked in if you want to focus on their schemes real fast.
There we go. We're going to try it real quick. Thank goodness, never better late than never, right? Let's see if we can...
Go to... Shoot.
Boy, that...
Brian Crocker's first, because the 13th hasn't clicked in yet, which it's doing it right now.
Yeah, as you said, that beautiful on that car. Marines paint scheme. Let's go over to Crocker. There is Mr. Crocker. There is the...
All right, pace car is off.
Yeah, green flag in the air, and we are racing here at Michigan, AJ.
Yeah, we are green here at the Honor Our Veterans 125, and this is how we do it. This is how Apex does it. Welcome to Apex Racing.
Brought to you by Wheels
As they
America.
go head first into turn one.
Yeah, and look who's moving already into second. Come on, Fred. Come on, buddy. I hate to cheer for a driver, but if there's one night I'm going to do that, it's tonight. Man, oh man, look at that beautiful Marines machine working the bottom. He'll get to the back bumper, Frankie, AJ.
Yeah, they're side by side for second place right now. Coming out of turn 4, I would say Jeremy Edwards probably has the better run as he's pushing the 12 of Frankie Barrasso.
Guy is running right now. He's doing so.
I really think tonight's going to be a pick your line the draft in, as you have the 17 of Jeremy Edwards going right underneath the 12 of Frankie.
Yeah, right there behind him. You see him nose to tail right now. And I tell you what, nose to tail. And look at the beautiful American flag stripe coloring on that 00 number as well. Oh, Anthony. But right now, look up front. Look who's working his way to the bottom. Here comes Fred. He needs help down there with him, though.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to make the pass, but if he has room, never mind the door closed.
Door closed.
Anthony Williams shut the door right on him, so
yeah,
no moving up there.
And we look at this, AJ, and I know we're going to talk about playoffs a lot tonight, right? This is huge for somebody like Fred, right? Because yes, he is ways back, but we got people that's not here tonight. He's got opportunities to make up ground. We do have stages here tonight. Just a big opportunity for some of these guys.
Yeah, very big opportunity.
I mean, think about this. There's 2 stages tonight. That's 10 points apiece. That's, 20 points available in stages. He came in 45 out. I mean, great opportunity. And right there, he shows it. Into the top 3. Anthony Williams, Matthew Smith with a great opportunity here. A lot of cars here able maybe to make up ground here tonight. I do hope everything's okay though, AJ, with Mr. Scott and Mr. Joplin and them not making it tonight. That's huge though, playoff wise.
Yeah, we always hope everybody for the best, but with them not being here, they're seriously going to lose some points.
As they continue to walk and roll, let's check in on some more guys. There's Tony Edwards in the 118. Jess right there in the 6. Travis Twitty there as well. Old Twitty man right there in the 29. And Jeff Sickles there. And Brian Crocker sitting back here, taking his time, taking care of that beautiful paint scheme. We the people on the side of that number 9 machine. That is a beautiful car.
Hey, stage points are great, but you got to make sure your car makes it to the finish.
Yeah, yes, you do. And I'm going to try to go figure out what exactly the stages are here while we sit here. I looked at it earlier, but I had a
well, we can wait. We can wait a couple more laps, and then we can bring our good buddy, our in-race reporter Brandon Ward up here to figure out what the stages are, because he might know.
Yeah.
But let's give him a couple more laps to get the car underneath him, and we can pull him in here.
Yeah, as you see, we'll take a look at where Brandon is setting. Brandon, I tell you what, this is going to be a delicate race for a lot of guys. The way the car is setting, you want to draft, but you don't want to be too close. If you get too close, the car may, get the car in front of you. There's so many things that goes into this style of racing that you don't see watching from home.
No, I've done Michigan before, but not in a cup car. It is difficult. It seems you think it'd be like Auto Club and be able to really, run wide open and not really worry about being loose. But here, as what Brandon said in the pre-race, here is loose especially in the Cup cars because of the more power. But I had issues in an ARCA car, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and the ARCA has a little bit less downforce even. As we ride on board with that Marines machine, dropping back and forth, Fred hanging on inside the top 5. He's got Edwards right behind him. That's Jeremy Edwards right there behind him, nose to tail, and then Charles Balance in the 41. And remember, the 41 of Balance was one of those with Twitty on the outside looking in, coming into the night.
Yeah, Twitty's out there just running his race. You know, he's about 3 seconds back.
Yeah,
He's it's all gravy for him right now, as we really have a battle for the lead right now.
yeah, right now, crossover. New race leader, Matthew Smith, to the front of the pack. 5-car breakaway now at the front of the field. Now, my question is, sitting in 16th right now, our in-race reporter dropping back, and he's going to be into the outside, almost in the outside wall. Brandon Ward sliding backwards early on. That's not good for an in-race reporter.
Well, we know he's fast here. He was putting down fast laps in both qualifying and practice. I'm going to chalk it up to him just trying to take it easy.
Yeah, that's what we'll put it as. As we continue to run side by side, and that's the 17 alongside of Fred. Anthony Williams sitting in 6th. Charles Balance, Tony Edwards. Up there to Fury 118, Steve Tucker. And that beautiful Music Mule Chevrolet right there inside that top 9 with Travis Twitty bringing up 10th at the moment. Third minute right there in 11th. Thomas Meeks, Wheels America's Thomas Meeks right there. Different paint scheme on that machine as well. We got a ton of beautiful paint schemes tonight.
Yeah, everybody's showing their best tonight here on Veterans Day.
I have a feeling I'm going to have some work to do after this broadcast, photo imaging wise, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, probably.
We're going to have to get some social
We have a battle
media.
for second going on here between Frankie and Blake.
Yeah, Frankie hanging on. Again, keep in mind, Frankie in dual playoffs right now. So think about that for Frankie. He moves on to the playoffs in this league. His playoffs started last Sunday in the other league. He's a busy, busy man right now.
Place the races you got to really practice for.
Yep, he's really got to be on the ball. If he's not on the ball, you're going to fall off of it. Right now, everybody, and I'm surprised how clean the start of this race has been.
Yeah, with how slippery the tires are and how loose you can be, it just shows how good these drivers are.
As we look on board some of these cars right now, looking back, Smith still leads the way. Matthew Smith doing a great job leading right now. And what would be, if he could pull this off here tonight, his first win of the season, if he can manage to go 125 laps here tonight and get it done.
Well, he's got a long way to go, and he's got a lot of drivers contending for that top spot, especially the top 4 right now.
Well, and here's the thing for Smith in this first stage, AJ, and you think about this. He came into the night right now, he was 70 points to the good, AJ. Almost a virtual lock, right? If he gets up here and wins a stage or, a stage or 2 even, that is pretty much going to mathematically, with one race left in the playoffs, lock him into the next round.
Well, if they're running NASCAR points,
Yeah.
if he is 60 points to the good before next week's race at Charlotte,
Yeah.
he is mathematically locked in.
Yeah, so basically he came in 70 to the good. Really all he has to do is hold that gap. And right now with leading, that would be 10 stage points in his direction. Would be great. What's going to help him too is Edwards and Joplin, the ones immediately behind them in the top 10 spot or top 12 spots. And it's not here. So, you're going to have a lot of movement there. And Matthew just doing what he needs to do. Get out here, lead laps, collect bonus points, and point himself into the playoffs.
Yeah, we are about 15 laps in. We are 15 laps in, about to take lap 16. Matt, you want to talk to our in-race?
Yeah, let's do it. In-race reporter, this is Matt in the booth. Got a copy?
I do.
All righty, man. Well, you're riding around trying to get to the end of stage 1. What lap are you looking for here?
So the stages are going to be 30 and 60.
So is this kind of by design, or is the car off a little bit?
No, I'm kind of just cruising right now. I came out of the one corner, 86 got a run on me, and I don't think he quite knew he was clear yet and just came up a little bit, and I brushed the wall. So right now I'm just cruising. I'm not really worried about it. It's too early to be pushing too hard.
All righty, man. Well, we're going to let you go focus back in. That is the ally number 48 of Brandon Ward, or in-race reporter for tonight.
Yep.
Back to you, AJ, with the weather.
It's nice out here. It's about 30 degrees, and it's pouring rain where you live. But it's beautiful here at the Michigan International Speedway for the Apex Racing Cup Series presented by Wheels America.
And Texas Family Racing's own Frankie Barroso back to the race lead. Smith the second, Jeremy Edwards the third, Blake Lotham in fourth, Anthony Williams in fifth. That's your top 5 here. The MK2 Arrows machine of Frankie Barroso taking back over the race lead. And believe it or not, AJ, we're ticking our way down to the end of stage number 1. Lap 30 going to be the end of stage 1. We're going to be there before you know it.
Yeah, it'll be here really fast. You know, they're doing about 40 seconds a lap.
Yep.
So, you know, give it another 10 minutes, if that, and we'll be at the end of stage 1 and be able to push out points for the stage.
Yeah. And you look at where you're at here. Look at some of the guys' big names. You got Fred right there, inside points paying position. And again, we'll keep referencing back. 45 out coming in. But he can start chipping away at that right here. And I'll tell you what, AJ, if you are Joplin and Snodgrass going into next week, right?
Yep.
What do? You miss the race. It's going to knock you out of the points position. They're going to be basically a full race and points behind because you score no points, right? Both those cars will basically be having to win next week.
Yeah, you go win that race.
That's the unfortunate part. If you miss a race, you get no points. You know, at least if you show up, even if you finish last, you get something, right? In this situation, you get nothing. As a point,
if you're mathematically out,
yeah,
due to not being here this week, you go next week and you win that race.
yeah, that's all there is to it. There is the 55 Thomas Meeks right there holding serve. Look at that beautiful dark kind of grayish colored machine on board. Really, really nice looking paint scheme on board that machine. Wheels America on the side. A lot of Army inspired colors to that car. It's great to see all the support out here. Frankie Barroso up front leading the way right now, 21 of the 30 complete. Matthew Smith holding serve in second. Jeremy Edwards setting in third right now. Now Jeremy Edwards, AJ, came into tonight 43 to the good, so he's also in a great spot to possibly get himself pointed in going into next week.
Yeah, everybody's doing a really good job. I'm not surprised how good that 12 car is running, but he is driving away from a drafting pack.
Yeah. If you're going to do my, let's do the green flag, black flag segment for a minute. All right, so my green flag over the first stage, and I hate to bring it up again, has to be this 13 machine of Fred. We've seen him out here all season, and by far, this is his most impressive run early on. So my green flag of stage 1's got to go to Fred. My black flag stage number 1, and I get the strategy. My black flag's actually going to go to our in-race reporter, because I just don't know if you can give up that much ground, AJ.
Well, to comment on your black flag, he knows there's at least 2 cautions coming.
Right. I get that point. Yeah, I agree with that. It's hard for me as a driver to want to fall back. You know what I mean?
And my green flag, or checkered flag, whatever you want to call it, is going to go to the 35 of Matthew Smith, coming and sitting in second right now. He did lead a bunch of laps, but he drove all the way from 9th place and is currently sitting in second as he's about to get passed by Jeremy Edwards coming out of 4. Oh. Little side drafting work going on right there.
Well, there you go. And who would your black flag be there, buddy?
Honestly, the 2 guys that unfortunately couldn't make it tonight.
Oh, that's I didn't even you stole that one from me. That was an obvious one. But good job, man. Yeah, I agree with that statement.
We hope everything's all right with them. Wish they were here, but not making it is going to drop them in points.
Alrighty. So there is your stage 1, green flag, black flag so far in the race. We'll do another one later on, AJ, and see
Closer towards the end of it.
Yeah. Might do one for the end of stage 2 as well and see how it changes.
Oh, Matt, tell us, what is Wheels America?
Well, folks, Wheels America is your place to go for all your OEM wheels needs, with the largest selection of OEM wheels available in stock right now at the click of your finger over at wheelsamerica.com. Doesn't matter whether you have a big Ford truck like I would want, or your little Honda Civic, or even a little Prius. You can find your OEM wheels today over at wheelsamerica.com.
Gotta plug the awesome sponsors over at Wheels America.
And for, man, it's a great sponsorship.
So, for everybody in the chat, if you have not yet, like the video, subscribe to the channel for more Apex Racing Cup Series. But, in the chat, how you guys doing tonight? Who are you rooting for? Let us know.
Give me 3 likes and I'll pour paint on AJ.
No, don't do that. What the hell's the matter with you, pal?
727 and 125 complete. Give me 10 likes and we'll put AJ in one of those dunk tanks like you see at the fair where you throw the ball and it dunks them.
I've been in one of those before. Those are fun. Shut up.
And they are fun. Smith sitting there in second. Jeremy Edwards in third. Blake Lotham in fourth. And fifth right now, Anthony Williams. That's your top 5 here. 28 going on the board this time by King right there. Travis Twitty right now with the last points paying spot, AJ. Hey, 1 point's better than no points, right?
Right, exactly. And he's sitting in 11th right now. He's 2 positions to the good from where he started. And actually, he's 3 positions now.
Yeah, so I mean, he's doing good. So 1 point's better than no point. And again, he's already got 2 cars in front of him that didn't show up. So that's going to help him drastically anyways.
Got a 2-car breakaway for the lead for the last couple of laps.
And look at this, Barroso bottom, Matthew trying the top lane. Flagman going to give them 2 to go in stage 1 here tonight in the Apex Cup Series presented by Wheels America. Here this evening as we continue to run right now with the 35 machine out front, or out there in second, in the 12 in the race lead. Yes, I see a couple drivers trying to use that extreme outside. They do in real life. I just don't know if it's come in yet for these drivers. I think the bottom lane all the way on the yellow line, or maybe halfway up the racetrack, is probably where you're going to want to run. It is totally dependent on how your car is feeling right now. If you're very, very loose, you can go up there to the top, right? Less input in the wheel, you keep it a little bit straighter. If you're not as loose, if you think you can handle it, you can drop that bad boy right to the bottom. So it's really handling dependent.
think we are a white flag on the stage here.
Yep, white flag. Look at the move. Smith got the outside on Frankie. Oh, man, Frankie left it wide open for him. And I do believe Matthew Smith's going to clear him into turns 3 and 4. Last lap of the stage. He's going to make the pass. Frankie falls to second, which
I think Frankie thought the end of the stage was maybe right there, so he let off a little bit.
And there you have it, checkered in the air. Matthew Smith wins stage 1. Man, here at Michigan. Frankie Brosa second, Jeremy Edwards third, Blake Lotham fourth, Anthony Williams fifth, Tony Edwards sixth, Josh King seventh, Thomas Meeks eighth, Travis Plitty ninth, and Brian Crocker in 10th. And Fred is going to miss out on stage points by a position there. Fred started off strong in that stage, but it looks like maybe the tires went away.
Yeah, or it can be the same strategy as Brandon Ward's doing, just log laps, save up your stuff, and, if you're in desperate need of points, that's when, the aggression comes in, and you're trying to stay out of it if you're good.
Desperate times calls for desperate measures, right? And sometimes,
especially when it comes to either in the playoffs or not.
Well, let's be honest.
There's only 2 races left.
As everybody comes to pit road, yes, points are great, right? Like,
hey, that was a nice home screen, Matt.
Yeah, I know it decided to do that for us. But points are great, right? But there's a but there. If you come out here and you win the race, right, then the points thing doesn't really matter because you're locked in. So, take your pick, I guess. And what is the right answer? Well, that's dependent on each driver's situation, I feel like. But AJ, you know what time it is as we complete the end of stage 1 here tonight?
What time is it?
It is time for a quick local break to thank our local partners here at Extreme Sim TV. So we'll be right back after this break.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page. Now it's off to the show. Take it away, nerds.
Bearing with us for that commercial break. Hope we all are doing very well. We got 8 people currently in the chat right now. So what's up, everybody? If you haven't yet, like the video, subscribe to the channel. And how you guys doing? How you enjoying the Apex Racing Series presented by Wheels America? Hope everybody's having a nice Veterans Day as we honor our veterans here tonight at Michigan International Speedway for the Honor Our Veterans 125. It is round 9 of 15. We have one more race before we head towards the playoffs, and next week it is at the Charlotte Motor Speedway for the oval portion. To my knowledge, they didn't say Roval, but I'm AJ from the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. As always, I'm up here with Matt. He will be back in a second. But what an amazing first stage. The battle between Frankie and Matthew Smith has really been the class in the field tonight. Looks like they're getting ready to go green here as they enter turn 3. So what I'm looking for stage 2 here, they're going to go all the way to lap 60 before they throw out another green and white checkered. I'm really curious to see if more people can go battle with Frankie and Matt. Like, there was Jeremy Edwards and Blake in the 59.
Green flag, green.
They were there for a while. We are green. At the beginning of stage 2, that 59 drops immediately right down behind the 17.
And alrighty, I'm back. Thank you, AJ.
Yeah, no problem, dude.
I had to go Kuma Matata my way to do something right quick.
Gonna flush your no worries down the drain.
But yes, if they
The
continue
59 is going straight to the inside of the 35 as we enter turn 3 over here.
And there is the 17 as well, right there in the mix also, AJ.
It looks like if he does this right, he can side draft all the way to the lead.
Yep.
Who's gonna lead? It is the 17 of Jeremy Edwards takes that lap, and we have 7 lead changes so far within the first 35 laps of this race.
Yeah, it's been a great race so far. As you see him slide a little bit off the corner. I think I figured out something nice, so I got a little bit of an announcement. AJ, I'm going to be putting more RAM in this computer over the coming weeks. So hopefully the little stutters that y'all see every now and then will be completely gone at that point.
Nice.
I think it's got to do with the amount of RAM I got, to be fair. Yeah.
Need to throw more RAM in there?
It needs more power, as a certain somebody in the 90s would say, in a certain sitcom. That might be called Home Improvement. As they run single file right now. Hey, looky there, Fred, already working his way back forward with fresher tires. Yeah, I just think that car likes fresh tires, AJ. You know, some guys can drive old tires. Me, myself, I cannot. I drop like a stone every time. It doesn't matter what line I use. It doesn't matter how slow I go. I burn my tires off like I'm trying to make moonshine.
Moonshine sound good.
It do sound good. Ooh,
Actually, I
ooh.
have some moonshine.
Bro, watermelon brandy. That sounds good. Anyway, back to the racing action. Jeremy Edwards out front. Frankie Barroso there in second. And of course, Extreme Sim TV, we do not condone the intake of illegal alcohol.
Illegal?
Moonshine, so not bought from a reputable dealer. Bought from a not so reputable dealer.
So that 17 is about 3/10 ahead of the 12 and the 59, but Frankie is really under fire from the 59 of Blake Loth. How do you say his last name?
Lotham. I do believe.
Loven?
Lotham. I do believe.
I shatter names. I don't do very well at names, so you'll hear a lot of numbers with me. But in chat, who's the driver you're rooting for? Currently, for me, I don't really pull for anybody, but I gotta, really try to pull for Fred and both Brian Crocker.
Yeah. Yeah,
Tonight.
for sure.
We got a battle for second again. Frankie goes to the inside of the 59. Oh, look at that side draft.
And I believe, and I'm going to give a shout out there for just a moment, AJ. My childhood best friend, I believe, is watching for the first time tonight. And he is also former Marines. Dale, buddy, have a great Veterans Day, man. Looking forward to seeing you next weekend, brother. It's cool when you've got childhood best friends coming out to watch the show, right? That's pretty cool for me.
Oh, absolutely.
The 40 of 125 complete here right now. Anthony Williams sitting there in 5th, and right now Fred in 6th.
I mean, everybody knows a current member of the military or a past member of the military. It takes 2 seconds to shoot a text or, call them, thank them.
Yeah.
Because without what they do, we wouldn't be able to do what we do.
Exactly. And I do know something while we ride around here, and it's not related, but it is related. I think the next podcast we're gonna have a special guest.
We are.
I think Dale may be joining us for that one.
Oh.
And we're gonna tell some funny stories to make you laugh
Oh boy.
on how we destroyed 2 4-wheelers in one day. That happened. Yeah. And all the fun stuff that happened when we were hanging out together all the time. There's Frankie Barroso, Matthew Smith, Anthony Williams, Fred, Thomas Meeks. They're right there in line as well.
Now, for everybody at home, you see them a little spread out right now. There's a couple car lengths between each car. You know, that doesn't look like the world's fastest traffic jam, but, you know, there's a lot going into, you know, a couple tenths right now as you see the 59 have a nice run going into turn 3.
I'm not surprised, AJ. I'm not. These guys right on top of one another. Sometimes you want to give yourself just a little bit of a break, a little bit of room, per se, just in case something goes wrong, right?
Absolutely.
It's like driving down the highway, right? Only a lot faster. You want to give a little bit of room just in case, you know, something happens. You can get around it. You got to pass for P2. Here comes Frankie Barroso, Matt Smith right there as well. I got to say, Matthew Smith having a little bit of a breakout race here tonight from where he has been most of the season.
Hey, he's really wheeling it as he's slide jobbing on the 12th car there.
And AJ, as we watch this race at Michigan take place, what state will we be in tomorrow evening, sir?
What state?
Yes, what state?
Jesus, for the truck series, I have no clue.
We'll be in Florida, Daytona Beach, Florida, tomorrow night. So, NASCAR for Amateurs Truck Series presented by Pony Express. We're going to go down there and cover some plate racing tomorrow evening. And right there, Frankie Barroso up in the 4.
Battle for second right here as they come out of turn 4.
And here comes Frankie. He's going to try to make it 3 wide, maybe. Nope, he'll stay with Matt. A little bit of a bump draft down there on the bottom.
Got to be careful with that bump draft going in the turn. You can easily kick a car sideways, as we almost saw it right there.
Yep, and Blake's going to get a big run. Look at Blake, top side the 59, but
Blake is hard into the wall.
A couple of cars, the leader. What the world just happened? We had like...
That looked like maybe a neck code issue right there for a second.
Well, the leader got in the wall in front of him.
I saw 3 cars do the exact same thing.
Gotta wonder if there's all on the track. Laugh. Bro, if iRacing ever implements all on the track, we're all in trouble.
That's an interesting way to shake up the front couple cars.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see.
No, sir.
No, sir.
So, Matt, before we go any further, let's crank it up.
Let's do it. Welcome to Crank It Up here on Extreme Sim TV, folks. We will be right back with you in a moment.
Sorry, I needed to grab a drink, and it's the fastest way to do it.
Alrighty, folks. I am back once again with the Cupola Man. They're in the booth with... Yeah, Cupola Man. The Cupola Man. Didn't you know you were Cupola Man?
Cupola Man.
That's exactly right. You know, we could call you AJ Capona. No, that won't work.
So what's up, everybody? You are currently watching Extreme Sim TV, brought to you by the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. And Apex is really putting on a show for us tonight. What do you say, Matt?
Yeah, they always do, and they never disappoint. And again, here tonight, the Apex Cup Series, bringing it to the table here for 125 laps in Michigan, of which we're 50 laps in. Of this one here tonight, there is the number 9, or the number 86 of Brian Crocker up there in that 10th spot, and doing a great job. They're going to get some stage points here tonight, looks like, in stage 2, the stage where he's at. And unfortunately, look right there below him, that's Fred backtracking again. Every time these old tires are just getting Fred each and every time.
Yeah, I'm watching his car right now. And I'm trying to pinpoint what he's doing that's, is it just the tires, or is he just... I think he's staying on the bottom too long.
It could be a number of different things. It could be his steering ratio. It is set too aggressively, which will burn the tires off as well if you set it too low, which I tend to do. Not going to bring up last night, but, that can bite you. You're talking to somebody that knows that from experience from about 24 hours ago. So yeah, there's different things you do to the car that can affect that. And we just don't know what kind of steering ratio he's running. Your offset can be too aggressive as well. There's a lot of things that can be too aggressive.
He's also not putting a lot of speed down either. He's not,
Well, if you're not putting a lot of speed down, that's indicative to me of a really aggressive offset. And it makes sense because at the start of the run, when you've got all the grip of the tires, that aggressive offset
Yeah, he was only doing 175 to 178 on the backstretch, and you got these cars doing like 190 plus.
Yeah, so what's happening is, as you're turning the wheel, all right, turn your wheel straight, and you got to imagine this. As you turn the wheel, it starts to scrub speed. The more you're turning that wheel. If you've got it set too low, you're putting way too much into your wheel. And so as you put more into the wheel,
scrub speed off.
Exactly. I was over here doing my hands like people could see.
Yeah, I pictured you sawing on the wheel.
Yeah. So, another one back here, Brandon Ward, just hasn't really recovered. He said he was going to take it easy here the first little bit. Well, this is about to the end of stage number 2. The only last guaranteed yellow we're going to have on the evening. That ally number 48, he's going to have to figure something out.
Yeah, we have a heck of a battle for the lead right now. We also have a battle for third. It literally looks like the old plate racing.
Yeah. As you see it right here, there's Thomas Meeks trying to make the move to the bottom. He'll draw even. All right, Thomas, get up there and side draft that car. Don't leave that much room, but he's going to have enough momentum to pull it. It's very hard when you don't try to side draft and you just try to do it off raw speed. That's a very difficult maneuver to make. As they work their way through 1 and 2. So, Mr. Cupola Man, sir.
Yes, sir.
You have a new podcast coming out tomorrow morning.
Yes.
Where can everyone find this brand new podcast episode?
Well, come to find out, Facebook has their own podcast stuff, so it automatically gets launched to Facebook now as well. So if on Facebook you want to search the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast, just like that, hit that like button and it will pop up around 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Or if you want more conventional podcasting sites, Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio. We're pretty much wherever you can find a podcast. The Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast is there.
So, are you telling me that I can listen to the podcast tomorrow morning while I vacuum?
Yes, especially while you do housework.
Yeah, it's awesome, right? As we run Frankie Barroso right there, Matthew Smith behind him. I've actually got to do housework and put up a lawn mower tomorrow. Yellow is out. That's a little bit. That's not the stage. We got a car around, and that is Blake. And the first yellow of the well, let's say it this way: the first yellow of the night caused by an incident is going to be on the racetrack, AJ, and he's going to burn the tires down, trying to get it turned around. So what do you think with that yellow? Yeah, I don't think we're going back green, buddy.
No, I think they might end up calling it here. If not, they're going to do a green-white checker for the stage.
Let's take a look. Well, it's 58 on the board now. We're 2 away. So we're ooh, he just got in a fence, never got off of it. And around that 59 went, and he goes sliding down the racetrack. Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I think Steve just said it over the broadcast that that is going to conclude the stage.
Yeah, I didn't think they'd get back going there. So there it is. Into stage number 2 tonight. A little anticlimactic end to this stage, but nevertheless pays out the same points wise. And Matthew Smith was at the head of the table. He's going to take home 10 awesome points from the stage. Smith here at the lead here at the end of stage number 2. Barroso second. Third is Edwards. Meeks fourth. 25th. Edwards 6th. Crocker 7th. Stucker 8th. King 9th. And Erdman in 10th. So there is your top 10 for this end of stage 2, Adrian. And cars
are well hard fought stage 2.
Yeah, yes indeed. And everyone to pit road here tonight at the end of stage 2. Again, we want to give a shout out to our primary sponsor, Wheels America, for putting these races on each and every week. It's been a
issue for the 48 car on pit road. It looks like he overshot his box.
Rip.
Don't say rip, he can hear us.
I know he can hear us. Well, that's rip. So we'll get it ready, but dude, Wheels America's done such a great job with this series. It's been awesome.
Yeah, I can't say enough good things about series sponsors or race sponsors. Number one, you get your product out there. Number two, you're really helping out an awesome group of guys by sponsoring a league. Yep. You know, people look at it and they're like, oh, that's just a video game. Why would I watch a video game? It's not just a video game. It's some people's only chance of feeling like they're in a race car without spending the hundreds upon hundreds of thousands of dollars to be in a race car.
Exactly. So let's give a radio call here. Let's hit our mic button on the radio. I got my little CD mic here, and we're gonna call our in-race reporter there, Brandon Ward. This is DJ in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir.
So as you just about run into the back of the battling machine.
I didn't hit him. I got close. Oh my God, I'm P2.
How is your night so far, buddy?
It's going good, except for the fact I just realized I actually burned the flash repair on the first stage. So,
Reggie.
Definitely gonna have to limp it around the rest of the night, but this car does not handle well in no tires.
Yeah, it's not good, Brando, man. You're gonna have to come up with something, buddy.
I'm P7 right now.
Well, honestly, you did a good job recovering there from that mistake on pit road to end up where you're at here. You're actually P5.
I didn't come off the wall on that one. That's why I overshot it.
Well, send them back to class.
Well, the reason why they didn't, they were getting the ice cream from the ice cream vendor.
I want ice cream. They could have gave it to me through the window net.
Good point. All right, man, we're going to let you go. You're coming to green. You're lining up P4, looks like, on my end, so good luck. there you have it from our in-race reporter. Even though I pick on Brandon so much, he's such a good sport.
So, before we go green, everybody, this is Extreme Sim TV. If you haven't yet, like the video, subscribe to the channel. This is the Apex Racing Cup Series presented by Wheels America.
And we are now 61 in. As we come for the restart here in the beginning of the final stage, AJ, here they come double file down the front straightaway. And green is in the air. We're rolling in the final stage.
Oh, as we're coming to the final stage, Matt, what are you looking for? What are the top players you see?
Yeah, honestly, I'm looking for the 35 to get up there and get it done here tonight. He's led a lot of laps here this evening. It'd be great for him to go ahead and just take any doubt out of it going to Charlotte in the playoffs, locking himself in with a win. It'd be great for that 35. What about Tony Edwards, though, knocking on his back door? The 118 machine right there as well.
Yeah, I want you to go look at 12th place. Go look at who's in 12th place right now. He has dropped a lot of spots. That is the 12 of Frankie Barso.
Yeah, he is right there now. He did come back down and top off on fuel. So I'm wondering with these guys topping off, if they think they might can pull it off, and there's no way they make it, right? It's a long way.
I honestly do not know how much a tank holds or what kind of level they have it set on. But if there's any sort of chance of you making it without getting yourself lapped, you know, shoot for it.
Now let's look at this. Let's play the what if game. There, AJ. So what
If I
if?
won Powerball, I'd probably have my race team.
Good point. What if Matthew Smith wins it here? That would actually let him jump King and move to 6th in the playoff standings. But there goes Brandon Ward underneath. Where did he come from? He restarted up there, I know, but I didn't expect that car to stay there. Man, he is.
What are you saying? He doesn't know how to drive around Michigan? He said earlier this was one of his favorite tracks.
I'm just saying, from what we've seen tonight, I didn't expect it. Just saying, me being impartial enough. But he is doing a great job in that Ally number 48 machine now.
What did I tell you? It was all strategy.
Are we playing good cop, bad cop?
Possibly.
As Ward goes to
But
bottom.
he's really challenging for the lead here. I don't know if he's going to be able to make the pass for position, being on the bottom lane, but he's able to keep the pressure on him.
Yeah, he's able to. There's the 24 in line, Steve Tucker.
I haven't talked about Steve a lot tonight. He really puts on an awesome Apex Racing series.
Yeah.
I can't say enough, awesome things about him and how the league is run. I see it only on Thursday nights, but for what I see, it looks fun, it looks competitive, and we got some of the best cup drivers that are not in the Coke Series racing here.
Yeah, exactly. They're back single file once again. You see it right there, Travis. Oh, contact with Twitty and Fred. Everybody checks up. Oh, no.
Nobody's around.
Nobody's around. Fred, though, damage on the front end of that machine. Could have been a lot worse, but they actually kind of gathered it all up. Man, that's unfortunate, okay?
Travis Twitty in the 29 has a lot of right front damage here. Like a lot of front.
He has a lot of front damage.
And he is not happy.
Unfortunate. And it's big for Twitty because he's in that playoff battle, remember? I mean, so...
Like I'm looking at the front of his car and his whole axles, like his right tire's almost a quarter outside of his car. Go click on the rear chase and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, it's not good, Cap. Not very good at all, Cap. Yeah, that car's got quite a bit of aero damage. Meanwhile, back up front as well, just want to mention 1/10 of a second apart is Matthew Smith and Steve Tucker. Look at that Manchester Music Meal machine up front, AJ. Trying to get around Matthew Smith. As I say that, he nearly gets in the fence.
I heard him wanting to take that turn 4 wall out a little bit further.
Yeah, he tried to bring in the
Got Brandon Ward going inside, trying to make the pass for second place. Currently has the position going for first place right now.
Oh, he zinged it down in there.
And it's stuck. The thing is, he's on the bottom. He's not going to have the run off like the 35 and the 24 do.
He needs to get up here. Nope, waited too long. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Going to be so tight back under Steve. He's clear right now alongside AJ. What about him?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you need to go to the bathroom, do not go anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. And hey, look at that.
Now we have a battle for third. The 118 of Tony Edwards is trying to shoot under the 48 of Brandon Ward.
You know, magically that 48 went to the top side, like I said. I wonder, maybe he's listening to the broadcast.
Or the 118 was underneath them and didn't want to chop the nose off.
Well, to be fair, he went to the top before that. Matthew Smith right there, up front leading the way. Steve Tucker there in second. 70 to go this time by. Here comes Steve to the bottom, dead even at the stripe. The 70 of 125 complete here tonight at Michigan, AJ.
Yeah, we got about 55 laps to go, everybody. So if you're just tuning in, this is the Apex Racing Cup Series presented by Wheels America on Extreme Sim TV. For tonight's race, it is the Honor Our Veterans 125 here at Michigan International Speedway. It's been a pretty good race so far, Matt. What do you say?
Man, it's been a really good race here at Michigan International Raceway for all the stars of the Apex Cup Series. It's been a great week of racing so far on Extreme Sim TV, and we continue to do that each and every night, usually 7 days a week. Usually around 7 days a week we're going at it now. So it's been great, buddy.
Got a battle once again for third place. 118 of Tony Edwards is going right underneath the 48 of Brandon Ward, but looks like he backed out of it a little bit.
Exactly, as we continue to fight through. AJ, I think this race is probably, or this racetrack, I should say, probably one of the better ones on the circuit.
Oh, when you're just looking for awesome high-speed racing, absolutely. They still got to get through the turns and deal with how loose the car gets. But, the couple races we've seen here, it's put on fantastic races. As you see Brandon Ward falling back a little bit as he's under fire from the 60 of Anthony Williams.
So, as they continue to run here, crossover for the lead, Steve Tucker alongside of Matthew Smith right there, 73 on the board, and Steve
Tucker leads that lap.
There we go. Good job, Steve.
9 lead changes within the first 73 laps.
And buddy, I got a question for you. As they're still side by side, would you believe it if I told you we are 5 subscribers away from 1,500?
No. Holy crap, really?
Yep.
Alright, everybody, you heard it before this show is over. Let's see if we can get to 1,500 subscribers.
Well, that's, I'm not going to get emotional, promise, but, kind of hard to believe, buddy. Wow.
Hey, I say this a lot. You do fantastic jobs. The leagues that trust you to broadcast also do a fantastic job. Look at the Apex Racing Cup Series.
That's been great.
Every week it's a fantastic show, so they in turn help you out.
Yeah, and I would love, as you see Steve Tucker underneath, if I can spit it out, of Mr. Smith and Tucker right there as well.
Lead change here.
Yeah, great job, 75 on the board. And I really do hope AJ, as this season runs down, you see the battle up front. I know we got to go do an AMA next year, right? But I really do hope at some point we get to do some more Apex when this season's over. I really do. Because this is a fun league right here. And boy, Tucker putting it to Smith up there up front, AJ.
Yeah, he's really thrown it to him. And Tony Edwards is trying to pick a lane right here.
Yeah, he is. He's going to fall right on the top. And what is a great battle out front.
Uh-oh.
What?
Our in-race reporters seem to have an issue.
Well, let's see what the issue is. In-race reporter, you got a copy?
No, he's not in here anymore. He's not even in the race anymore.
Oh, yep.
He just lost power mid-race via Discord.
Oh, boy. Wow, that's not fun. Well, the bad luck streak continues. I feel bad for him.
And he was running very well in stage 3.
And if he didn't have bad luck, he'd have no luck. New race leader Steve Tucker clear over Matthew Smith. But what do you think, man? 3 cars out front. Who's your pick now to walk away with this thing in a little while?
Well, selfishly, out front with the top 3 cars, if you had me choose, it would probably be the 35 of Matthew Smith. But a second and a half back is the 86 of Brian Crocker. I would really like to see Mr. Air Force himself possibly get the win.
I just you know one thing is, if we get to do a post-race interview with the race winner, Mr. Crocker, he's got to wear them Space Invader glasses. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yep, he's got to wear those in post-race. And I tell you what, did he go get some jet fuel for that car or something? Because he's starting to move forward.
He got some jet fuel, ate some Taco Bell, so he's got plenty of gas and power behind him.
As he continues to run right now. Edwards out front, leading the way, doing a great job as well. Tony Edwards, new race leader. And this thing is swinging back and forth rapidly. So, I think tonight, as a whole, right, AJ? I think tonight has been very unpredictable on who is actually going to win this thing.
Yeah, I got nothing on it. I honestly do not know. The way they're leapfrogging this top spot is very difficult to call.
I really don't have a quote-unquote favorite here tonight, if that makes sense. You know, it's been too much of a turnaround, too rapid, you know what I'm saying? It's just too hard to call, basically. As we continue to run, 80 of 125 complete here tonight, and what has been a great race all evening long so far, AJ. It's been an epic race so far.
It has been a very epic race.
Continuing to do just that, folks at home, and what has been just a good race. A lot of fun overall, guys, as we continue to run 81 of 25 or 125 complete here tonight at Michigan. So I've got a special announcement, AJ, while we kind of got a bit of a, well, just as I say that, I was going to say we had a bit of a break, but Steve put the hold on that. He's going to get back to the inside.
I don't know if he's going to be able to make the pass, but he's definitely putting the pressure on the 118 of Tony Edwards.
Yeah, he is. So he's going to fall back in line. So quickly, I'm going to do this announcement. So as everybody's heard and know that I've kind of gotten into airsoft here recently, right, AJ?
Yeah.
Now, I haven't competed in my first full game. So I figured the best way to make me look like an idiot on YouTube is to why not GoPro it and put it on the channel. So I'm going to take my very first game, AJ. I'm going to wear a GoPro. Luckily enough, the shop up here has helped me out. They've got a longer GoPro they'll let me use. And we're going to see just how many times I get shot with BBs in one night. You know, because I'm probably not going to be good at airsoft my first time out. Because, you know, I'm going to go into it doing my Rainbow Six Siege tactics. Probably not going to work out well.
So we're coming to almost 40 laps to go, and there's another little bit of news that we'd like to share with you about Apex Wrestling. Apex Racing Cup Series.
Apex
Sorry, my
Wrestling?
brain just went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. It's been an honor for this to come up for both of us. But Matt, you are going to be sponsoring a race, their Martinsville race in the playoffs.
Yeah, I am. I'm actually going to do it, and I'm going to actually not put Extreme Sim TV on there. It will be the North 40 Airsoft race at Martinsville. And then, on top of that, a little bit of news. AJ Capola you got an announcement as well, buddy.
Yeah, for their Talladega race, also in the Chase, I am proud to say that we are also going to sponsor their Talladega race, the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast.
Yeah.
Steve Tucker, awesome guy, you know, just brought up, hey, we're looking for sponsors, just randomly. I'm like, you guys are awesome. I'll throw my podcast on it. Yep. You guys are really good dudes, and you know.
Yeah, and as you say that, look, that's Steve trying to get the lead. You're bragging on him. He tries to go to the lead.
Yeah, his hair must be standing up that we're talking about him.
Yeah. Hey, and it's an awesome group of folks, and we love to help out when we can, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's great. It's been a great season. Now, AJ, what are you thinking as we head towards these playoffs? Obviously, we got them side by side. But do you think Steve is a threat to win this championship?
Oh, 100%.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely, he's a threat. Anybody who makes the playoffs is a threat to win the playoffs. Why don't you throw up the points once again?
All right, let's do it. Let's throw up these wonderful point standings. And Steve does just an awesome job getting this to us each and every week updated. Helps us out tremendously. Let's take a look at what they look like right now. So on your screen, very quickly, that is your playoffs. And I blew it up nice and big for you to see it. You can see what we're looking at here, AJ. And it came in as a very tight battle.
Oh, yeah. And as you see it right there, Tucker,
Barroso,
Frankie, and also
Brad Edwards with 2 wins.
Brad Edwards are all tied with 2 wins, so they're at the top of the boards. And then you got Meeks along with Blake. Sorry, yeah. I'm looking back and forth from the race to make sure there's nothing else going on. With 1 win, so they're all locked in. But with having 2 wins throughout the whole year so far, in the 9 races we've done, I would 100% think he's a threat to win, especially what we see in the playoffs.
So I do want to give a shout out to you, AJ, because just the other day you hit your pretty much 1 month mark being in the booth, right?
Yeah.
So in this past month of action, what have you thought you would see, and what have you seen that kind of surprised you?
Well, what I've seen was a bunch of leagues. You know, we pretty much do this 6 to 7 times a week, and each league is completely different on how they run, and it's that variety. You know, look at Apex. This is the only league that we see that does stages, as Steve Tucker is really holding on to the lead from the 118 of Tony Edwards right now. This is the only league that does stages and does the points like actual NASCAR for a 15-week season.
Yeah.
I see trophy trucks. I see dirt sprints, all on Extreme Sim TV. what I didn't know was the actual variety.
Right. This is not one thing. As Steve takes the lead here, but also coming up, AJ, I put my foot in my mouth. I wrote a post on Facebook that was kind of a challenge to leagues. Hey, I've never done a 24-hour stream before. If there's any leagues going to Daytona to do the 24-hour, hit me up. Well, of course, I got hit up. So now I'm working on the logistics of actually doing that. That's going to be interesting as we got cars coming to pit road here, AJ. There's our answer to the question. They cannot make it all the way from where they stopped. And everybody pretty much coming down.
If you're hitting pit road, you better not make a mistake because this is probably the money stop.
Yeah, this is absolutely the money pump stop. As you see the 24, the 118, the 35, all on the board. So pit road it is. And everybody will come down, 4 fresh tires and fuel, AJ, and they'll get ready to get right back out there. You can't wait long here on pit road, buddy.
No, at the end of a run, you're losing about 2 seconds. So if these leaders pit and you're right with the leaders, you're going to need to pit right now, or you're going to be losing a lot of time.
And that...
Yeah, I don't know if that 12 is saving or whatever, but he's not doing a lot of speed.
I don't know, but he is definitely...
Could just be not being in a draft, so that could be it.
Yeah, that could, help that a little bit. You're going to save a little bit, I would imagine, by not being in the draft. Don't know that it's on what.
Since we're in the middle of pit stops, let's actually get another talk with our in-race reporter. Unfortunately, he lost power and everything, but he is in the broadcast booth back with us. Brandon, got a copy?
Hey, Brandon, it's Jim. It's Jim Cantori from the Weather Channel. You got a copy?
I wish.
Oh man, dude, it's.
What, was there any? Did you see what caused the power outage, or was it just boom, black?
It's just boom black. I'm not supposed to get storms till tomorrow. I'm doing. I went outside.
Wow.
I keep turning back on now, but.
And you were running really, really good in the top 3 right there.
I was P4.
Okay, you were really running really well in the top 4.
Yeah, I was doing good.
Wow.
Oh, but it sucks to see that because you were really bringing that machine from the back all the way up to the front, and you were keeping it up there.
I told you I had the speed.
Oh, well, I never doubted you, while my co-host did doubt you. I never doubted you.
I heard him doubting me.
Well, I'm just saying.
But that sucks, dude. I'm glad, everything's okay. It's not like, hey, a car just went through my front window of the house.
Causing bad. I can feel.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It went off and then it went back on. It was the whole street, so I don't know.
So, Brandon, let me know when I need to duck when you pick up a plate to throw at my head. For me, doubting you so much here recently.
No, you're good now. Don't worry about it.
Well, unfortunately, you're out of the race tonight, but were there any sponsors on your car? Anybody you want to thank before you pack up shop here tonight?
Yeah, actually, I'm going to give a big shout out to Top Esports over there. That whole league. They helped me a lot. Big shout out to the teammates over there, too. Shout out to Steve for putting the league on. Shout out to Matt and you for coming out here and broadcasting every week.
And I've got a message for you, Brandon, from a viewer before we let you go. They said, and I quote, Brandon sitting there telling Matt, come 1v1 me, bro.
Who said that?
One of my friends on Facebook that happens to be watching him. So apparently you're going to 1v1 me.
That's all good.
Bro, hey, we can go 1v1 each other at the bull ring.
Oh, God.
I don't have any around me.
Oh, dude, there's a bull ring, the Las Vegas bull ring on our racing. We just go 1v1 each other. And there's record cars into each other.
Demolition Derby.
Yeah. But man, you're going to...
It looks like everything is cycled through right now.
And Brandon, you're gonna get one of these things eventually, buddy. It'll go your way eventually.
I thought I was going to have it tonight. I was doing good. I had the strategy put out of my head. I was going to go in on 92.
So back to that, AJ, with pit stops the way they've been, what are you thinking now if you're one of these drivers out here?
1 through 4 is under a blanket.
So, do you hope for another yellow?
If I was one of the leaders, no. If I was somebody about 15 to 20 seconds behind, absolutely.
Right. But I kind of agree with that. I really do. I think that's kind of the key to all this, right? If you're up front, you want to stay green. If you're in the back, sure, give me a yellow. Let me get back up there. But again, AJ, I just think the cream rises to the top every time. You there, AJ, buddy?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just watching the top 4 right now. I think what the 6 is doing, what Jess is doing right now is not pushing the envelope for the top 3, but, kind of keeping his distance. As I say that, I probably just put my foot in my mouth because he goes to the inside of the 35.
Open mouth, insert foot.
Pretty much. It's kind of how it's been tonight.
That's how it's been for me for about a week, so don't feel bad. They continue to run. And when AJ can refine foes, expect another Behind the Bike episode.
Usually on Mondays.
And usually Mondays we do that. If we don't have something happening that requires our immediate attention. So right now, 99 of 125 complete here tonight at Michigan International Speedway.
Steve Tucker had a really nice 1 and 2, pulled away a little bit, but that draft is really bringing that 118 right back to him. 6 almost goes into the wall, going into 3.
He almost went into the fence, but he hung on to it. 101.
Frankie and Josh King are right back into this, now getting the 6's draft, so they're back into this top 5 now, top 6.
Right there. Frankie Barroso right there. You see him. You see the Josh King you talked about.
6 car is really loose coming out of 2. Almost wrecked the 7 of Josh King.
And they're actually on board with Josh King looking right at it, AJ. These guys are all over one another up front.
12 cars flying right by that 7. And even with the 6, the moment as we're about to cross the line to put lap 101 on the board.
101 here of 125 complete. Steve Tucker out in front, leading the way. The 118 there in second. Matthew Smith right there in third. At the moment, nose to tail, and one car back in the wall. And that was the 6 that kind of smacked it a little bit.
Yeah, last lap he was loose coming out of 2, and now he was way too loose, smacking the wall coming out of 2. But look at Frankie move. Holy cow.
Yeah, he is moving right on through in that 12 machine. And AJ, if you don't mind, as they continue to run up front, hey, buddy, after this race, we're going to do a really quick, and I mean quick, we ain't got long, but we're going to do a little special edition episode. Because I'm going to talk with you, because we need to talk to our fans about a couple of things. And we're going to talk about some things that might be changing coming up.
Okay.
So, that's coming up.
Fine.
That's coming up right after this race. Probably won't be long, probably about a 15-minute episode, guys. Just a little involve the fans episode and kind of keep you guys in the loop.
This is where I'm getting fired.
Nope, you're not getting fired. Nope, not getting fired. Do you think I would publicly fire you, sir?
Maybe. Might be good for views.
America does like reality shows. I mean, just saying. Tucker leads the way right now. Great run for him out front in that beautiful machine. So with 103 of 125 complete here tonight at Michigan, along with Matthew Smith, Frankie Barroso, Tony Edwards, and Josh A. King, your top 5, 104 on the board.
At 55 is moving of Thomas Meeks. He's all the way up to 6th place now, and putting pressure on the 7 of Josh King to take that spot as well.
Meeksy moving forward. Oh, he's going to get on the Meeksy.
He probably will.
Hey man, Meeksy. It's like the Meerkats.
Thought that was Timon.
Meerkat Manor. Tucker Weeds.
Matt, if you were the 24 of Steve Tucker and you're out there by about 2.5 tenths, what do you do having 20 laps to go?
Well, man, to be honest, if I'm Steve Tucker, I'm already locked in the playoffs. I'm sitting there going, I'm going to have fun tonight. I'm going to go win a race. Because he can push that car as hard as he wants to, and even if the wheels fall off of it, it doesn't really affect him, right? Versus some of these other guys like a Smith, like a King even, Meeks even, Ingerman there. If they do that, they could cost themselves a ton of points, right? Steve just happens to be in a position to where he can go for it. And doesn't have to worry so much about, I'll lose 6 or 7 spots. It's kind of like whoop-de-doo to him right now, to be honest. And that is kind of the advantage you get by winning races. Let's be honest. That's what you want.
I just want to throw this out there. I'm looking at the points right now as you see 1 through 7 pretty much nose to tail.
Yeah.
The 2 people, Travis Twitty and Charles Balance, the 2 people that needed to make up a lot of points are currently sitting 1 lap down in 13th and 14th. So it looks like, them making points is going to be on a minimal basis unless we get another caution.
Twitty will still be in probably just from the fact that the other guys ahead got 0 points, but it's not going to be that big a gap that we thought it would be. So he came in, 12 out?
Yes.
You're automatically going to you start at 40, you kind of fall backwards. He's 14 points, so 40 minus 14, roughly 24-ish, 25 points he'll get tonight. And you said he was, 12 out?
Yes.
So if he's 12 out, not counting the stages, and he gets 25, he'll be in by about, 12, 13, or 14 points. So what could have been huge is now not so huge, right? Now, that's not counting stage points, but you kind of get what I'm saying there. He's still going to make up, but not what he could have.
Oh, I get exactly what you're saying.
It surprises me I actually did math in my head like that. I'm proud of myself. Just saying.
So, while we were talking about Travis Twitty and Charles Balance, the 24 has lost a lead to the 35 and the 12.
That's going to be a lead change. And here comes Tony Edwards as well. They're in the 118 right in the mix. And if you look at where Tony Edwards is at in this whole scenario, great run for him tonight there in the 118 machine. With just 17 laps to go at Michigan, AJ. 17 more circuits around here this evening.
You're looking at about 15 more minutes. So let's see if the 35 and the 12 can hold off the hard charging 118 or even the 24. Maybe Steve Tucker had a bad couple turns which caused him to lose it.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? You're always wondering what's it going to take as you work around here to go to victory lane. It's never a give me, AJ. It's never going to be a give me.
Winning a race is one of the hardest things to do.
You can do everything right, and the last moment it can all go wrong.
3 wide. And the 7 backs out of it a little bit.
Yeah, well, they're starting.
We're about to see 3 wide again.
Here we go. They're starting to take a little bit more risk. The risk level is going up because the pay window's opening.
I'll take some money.
Me too. For just $19.95 a month, you can have them 3 wide for 3 laps. But wait, there's more. Now, as they continue to run at the moment, if you just pay extra shipping and handling, we will give you 4 wide for 3 laps as well. Call your number on your screen today. Billy Mays here with Flex New. Matthew Smith leads the way right at the moment. Frankie Barroso in second at the moment. 3 wide behind them now. Look at the movement. Steve Tucker almost got put in the middle, AJ.
Yeah, that would have not been good, especially going into a tight turn like 3. You know, it's easy when it's coming off of 4 because it's
4 wide. Hello.
Wow. That's what I mean. It's easy to go 3 or 4 wide coming out of 4 because it doesn't open. I mean, it opens as a turn into the D shape, into the tri-oval. But that 7 was pushing that 12 hard right there.
Hate to say this, but we're about to have a rut row, Shaggy. And this is about to happen.
I mean, we're 12 laps away.
Yeah, gosh, I'm going to need a Scooby snack after
13
this
laps
one.
away, I apologize.
I'm going to need a Scooby snack after this one. And, right, Matthew Smith is going to have to watch that mirror and make that car like 10 feet wide. That's all you can do. And here comes the run from the 7. Wow. King to the bottom of the racetrack looking for running room. I am really shocked that they're able to run like this on a run with 23 laps in on these tires. Well, what do you think, AJ? Look at this pack growing. Edwards, Anthony Williams back there in 8th into it. Crocker back here is a little bit behind them. But, man, this front pack is just unreal all over one another.
This is the racing I was expecting to see all race, but I'm happy that they're waiting till now because we might actually see a wreck or 2.
Well, here's the problem. If a wreck does happen, all of these front 8 cars are in the danger zone right here. Wow. Getting after it, coming to 10 to go. Frankie Barzio up the racetrack a little bit. There's Jess right there in the 6 machine, dives down to half a lane. 10 to go this time by. The 10 laps to go this time by. AJ at the stripe right now. Out front, Matthew Smith leads it. You think Matthew Smith can hang on for 10 laps, man?
I don't know. With how crazy everybody's driving behind him, the 12 is going to have a nice run coming out of... No, the run stalls out, and it's going to... Wow. I thought we were going to see a big wreck between the 12 and the 7 right there.
Thought we was about to have a sailor's knot. Wow. Great racing with 9 to go up front. And again, it's so hard to predict where the runs are going to come from if you're Matthew Smith leading. It's like you're playing a guessing game, right? I mean, do I block low? Do I block high? Do I block middle?
Yes. Big run on the outside of the 24.
Oh.
He's getting past the 12 here.
Yeah, big.
And he is on the outside of the 35 for the lead, and he's got the lead.
New race leader. Give it to Steve Tucker. Now Matthew Smith needs to
7 of Josh King is fighting for second place at the moment, and he's bringing along the 6.
Yes, right there in the 6. Now where does Steve block? Everywhere.
Yes.
I mean, it just seems like you get out front and they just start getting the pull behind you. So AJ, buddy, what are you thinking now as there's 3-4 wide behind them?
Chaos. Absolutely chaos.
Are you telling me that we might have Professor Chaos up here?
55 going underneath the 12 for third place.
Aaron
Make that
Jones.
for second place. I don't think he's going to be able to. He does. He is in second place, but that 35 is coming back to his outside, bringing along the 12.
Well, you know, AJ, what these drivers need, AJ, right now at this moment.
It is go time.
They need the Coon and friends to come make sure Professor Chaos don't break out. And for every one of those watching that got that joke, they're loving it.
59 a little squirrely. 59 was really squirrely.
Yeah,
That was a little contact between him and the 12.
a little bit of contact, but it'll happen.
35 is going to have a hell of a coming out of 4 here. He is out of gas.
Oh no! What is wrong with Steve? They just had come down pit road though.
About 20 laps ago.
27 laps. I mean, maybe they can't make it to the end. Maybe Tucker's going to preemptive strike here. Oh boy, if they got to come to pit road.
115 just shot the middle and passed 2 cars. 35 pitting this lap. 35 is coming in.
So,
These are scheduled pit stops.
How are you going to get this whole group down pit road without Professor Chaos wreaking his head here? Oh, the 35 clear down. He does a good job getting down.
I think he's going to lose a lot of time there because he was backing out of it well in turn 3.
That's going to leave King, Frankie Barroso. They'll have to be coming down in the next lap or 2, I'd imagine.
Did they save enough? Maybe, just remember, that 12 car came down for an extra, top off.
Will it be enough? Brian Crocker back here by himself. Can he clutch the car and bring it home? Coming to 4 to go.
Does anybody else come down pit road? Josh King, the 7, is our leader, followed by the 12 of Frankie, and then the 55 of Thomas Meeks.
Will it be a brand new face in victory lane? Will it be somebody that's already done it? And quickly, we look at King right there leading. He could get himself locked into the playoffs here tonight. What do you do if you're King, AJ? Do you try to stretch it 3 more laps this time by?
Well, I think if you don't pit this time here, you've already made your bed.
And what could Crocker do back there? Maybe save a little bit more fuel. Remember, he came in on the outside looking in. If all these other guys have to pit and he makes it, he's in the playoffs. 3 to go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Did topping off, coming to the green or coming to catch the pace car on our stage 2 break or help them out with staying out a little longer, because that 7 and 12 both pitted on lap, I think, 95 instead of 92 like everybody else.
Here we go. 2 to go. Crocker's still out there under power as well. 2 laps to go for the 7 of Josh King to add himself to the winner's list this season. Don't look now. Matt Smith right there, 1 lap down. Again, if they run out of fuel, it's going to be probably Smith that would circle around to get the lead if they don't make it.
35 is unlapping himself right now.
Crocker on pit road. The 55 slowed. Oh my goodness. The Thomas Lotham slowed. Up front, the race leader.
To the white flag.
King, 1 to go, and he's got the draft with the 35. Will that give him enough, AJ, to make it around? Oh no, he dropped off rapidly there. He is out of fuel. The 7 slows. Top side is Meeks. Meeks in the
55
wall.
hard into the wall. Evasive maneuvers by the 12. Gets tagged by the 55.
Contact. Now King back in the gas. Can King make it around? Everybody else sliding, crashing. and Josh A. King off of turn 4 will limp it home. And who's going to come in second in the crash battle and bang for P2? King wins it. Blake, Twitty blown up on the bottom. Blake inching the car home. Really slow in second. He's going to get past. Barroso's going to go to second. Lotham to third, fourth. Meeks going to come home. Blowing smoke in P4 right now. Tony Edwards is coming out of turn 4. Will he beat Meeks to the line? No, he will not. Thomas Meeks with a torn up race car. What a finish, AJ.
That was insane.
Well, that happened. But Josh A. King bringing the car home in a victory lane here tonight. He will be your newest man, locked into the playoffs. Came into the night 6th in points. Now he will match the 5 ahead of him with a win. And that will leave everyone else going to Charlotte to battle it out for the remaining 7th through 12th positions, AJ. What about Frankie Barroso coming home second? Let's go back and look at the craziness on the back straightaway of that final lap. What a crazy finish. I did not expect to see that.
No, neither did I. That was crazy.
Well, we talked about the big one all night, and it never really happened till off the final corner. Cars ended up turning around. But it's King to victory lane here tonight. What a evening.
So I see the 55 into the wall, bounces off the wall.
Yeah.
Comes down as the 12 was trying to miss him. He clips the rear right side of the 12. I'm still watching here.
Yeah, that was just insanity.
He's in the wall twice before he comes and clips the 12.
Yeah.
And I think on the second bump is where he loses the control and then puts the 12 head first into the wall pretty much.
Yeah. Just basically pitted the 12 right into that outside retaining barrier.
And the 24, a lap down, had nowhere to go.
Wow. Well, there you have it. What can you say there? What a crazy way. But Highline Motorsports on Josh King. Let's see if we can talk to him. Hey, Josh King, you got a copy, buddy.
I got you.
Well, you came in tonight with probably enough points to make it to the playoffs. You leave tonight knowing you're locked in. And a win here at Michigan on Veterans Day. How does it feel, buddy?
Oh, man, it feels good. I've got a sleeping family in other rooms, so I can't scream like I feel like screaming. But this is awesome. It's great to have come out here and won this race.
Well, you did a great job, man. Congratulations. Talk to me about what the last, lap was like with everything going on around you.
That was a lot of craziness. Obviously, there's a fuel strategy game going on, and it worked out well for us to be able to get this bottom shelf diecast Mustang in as late as possible. And two, at the stage break, we came in and topped it off, and it gave us that extra lap that we needed to stay out a little bit longer, and followed in the draft and save fuel there. And man, once we had enough, and gave it all she got.
Yeah, Foreman, tell me more about your bottom shelf diecast sponsorship.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so Bottom Shelf Diecast does custom diecast models, and you can find them on Instagram, Bottom Shelf Diecast there. And they do some really great work. Check him out on Instagram. Appreciate him. Let me put his brand on the car here, and super excited to get it in victory lane here tonight.
Well, a stupid question. Do you know if he does 1/64 scale cars?
He does. Yep, he does 1/64s, and then the 1/24ths also. He does just about anything.
And you said on Instagram, correct?
Correct. Yeah, at Bottom Shelf Diecast is the way to find him, and yeah, I really encourage it. He does unique stuff, not just reproductions of what you can get at a store. He does unique stuff of torn up cars from Rex. The Kyle Larson video gaming it around the turn. He replicated the finished product of that car. So does some cool stuff with that.
Yeah, again, you can find them on Instagram, correct?
Yes, sir. That's right. You can go onto Instagram at Bottom Shelf Diecast.
All righty, buddy. Well, I guess I'll be going to Instagram.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure you needed him to say it like 4 or 5 times so you can finish punching it in.
So just real quick, it's actually on Instagram at Bottom Shelf Diecast.
All righty, man. I appreciate
Sorry,
it.
I'm just messing with you.
It's all fine, buddy. Yeah, because that's going to help me with a couple conundrums I've got going on at the moment. So, AJ, any thoughts for a race winner tonight?
No, what a way to stay out of the big one behind you.
Yeah, I think I might have caused that a little bit. I just saw Thomas coming with a huge head of steam and tried to pinch him a little bit. I don't think I hit him, but I think I kind of forced the issue a little. So I hate that had to be the way the race ended. But yeah, that was a crazy last lap.
Well, man, you did a great job, Victory Lane. What kind of momentum does this give you going into the playoffs?
Oh, it's huge. First of all, just to be locked in. And, like you said, I felt pretty comfortable getting in on points, but the playoff points that this, winning the race gives you is a huge advantage to kind of have a jump start into the playoffs. So not only is the momentum getting in, but the bonus points that you can get from winning, that's really exciting, and hoping to do some good stuff with it and to carry that momentum into the playoffs.
Oh, man, again, congratulations, buddy. And a great win here tonight. AJ, what a race we saw. And Josh King being able to pull it off.
Yeah, it was insane. It was awesome racing from start to finish. And if you want to go back and watch any part of this race, I'd go back and watch the last 50 laps.
Yeah, it stepped up tenfold, didn't it?
Yo, it 100% did.
Well,
real quick before I head out of here, just want to thank all our veterans too. It's exciting to get the win on Veterans Day here, and Fred Suter and Brian Crocker on our Highline Motorsports team. Just thank you to you guys and all the other military servicemen out there. We appreciate it.
yeah, man, they do a great job. And here's the thing, man, without the military, we wouldn't get to do what we get to do here. And it's, man, every time I talk about it, I kind of get choked up a little bit because it means a lot anytime we get to come out here and just show just a little bit of our appreciation.
You're 100% right, Matt. You are 100% right. But tonight was an awesome show. They honored our veterans well with an awesome race. And Apex Racing is known for their awesome racing, so...
Yeah,
Matt, what are you looking forward to now?
Man, I tell you what, as I clear my mind just from thinking where we are tonight, I think you look at P2 here tonight, Frankie Barroso. I think he's come through the second. Frankie, you with us? Frankie.
Hello. Sorry.
Hey, buddy, we got you. Well, you hit the wall, okay, on the last lap, and somehow you still limped the car home.
Yeah. I don't know how much damage the engine took, but might need a new motor for next weekend. But yeah.
Yeah,
that one's going in the graveyard. But yeah, I think I had some pretty good pace. I think.
Yeah.
Matt Smith was probably the best. So we were just working together, just trying to find the right strategy. I think the caution just before 60 really messed it up a little bit, at least for Matt, because the thing was he was out front for a lot and he just missed the opportunity to come back down and top off. And I think, that probably changed the race for him. But anyway, the last 30 laps were like intense, crazy, and none of us wanted to be in the lead because we would burn the most fuel, and we were all just, basically just stumbling to the line. So that was a lot of fun.
Dude, that was insane craziness. So I know you ran here tonight, but are you thinking anything towards the playoffs in just a few weeks?
Well, I didn't really accomplish anything today. I wanted the win and the couple the stages, but it wasn't possible. So, guess just got to move on next week and try to get as many playoff points as possible.
Well, man, I tell you what, you continue to move forward towards the playoffs. You're doing a great job, as always, buddy.
Yeah, man, thank you. Just wanna congratulate Josh for the win. Definitely a long time coming. He played the right cards at the end. He definitely deserved the win.
Well, man, you did a great job as well. Coming home second. Congratulations as always there, Frankie.
Thank you, Matt.
Yeah, and for buddy. All right, AJ, you want to take P3?
What do we got for P3, Matt?
It would be...
I accidentally closed the window.
Let's see, I think it scored Mr. Smith P3, I'm pretty sure.
All right, Matt.
No, it's Blake. Blake got P3.
Blake got it. All right. Blake, you in here, buddy?
Yes, sir.
All right. We got it.
Sorry, I had a butthead moment. I was like, oh, what does this button do? And accidentally closed the iRacing screen. So I went full potato for a second. Dude, what an awesome race, dude.
Thank you. I had a potato moment in the middle of the race as well, so don't worry. Oh my gosh. I was so mad. I was like, y'all showed that in the chase view as well. It made it look even worse.
You got to love our camera work skills.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you guys strapped that camera there to my spoiler, but man, great shot.
So, just going to the last lap here. When you saw all that, what went through your head?
Well, at that point, I had like 0.3 of a tank left, so I was just coasting. I was trying to make it. Then all of a sudden, I saw cars flying. I saw smoke. I'm not sure if you guys pulled up my replay, but I had like inches to spare getting through that wreck. But I was just, at that point, once I got through it, I was just full throttle and I was already out. So I was just trying to coast, making it back to the line. I got past, I didn't know what position I was at the time. I didn't know if it was for first, if it would have been for fourth. I had no idea. But the laps before then, it was like way back when everything started picking up. I ended up driving through the field. My thought was I was just going to pretend like I had enough fuel to make it to see if I could get up to the front. But yeah, the intensity really started picking up once we started getting about to P3 or 4. Then everyone started really racing hard.
Did I tell you, from that last pit stop at around like 92 to 95, holy crap, intensity really picked up. You guys were 2 wide by 3 wide. Hell, you guys were sometimes 4 wide coming out of 4. Did you feel it in the car, how intense it got?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I come from real life racing. I run late models, so I mean, I'm used to pressure in the car. Didn't really show down the front stretch, but yeah, definitely. I mean, you feel a little bit of it for sure. But I mean, at the same time, you're just trying to focus forward, trying to hit your marks. You're trying to focus on where your turning marks are, of course. But you're just trying to focus on yourself.
Well, congratulations coming in third. What a wild ending we had tonight, and it was definitely a fun race. It was very competitive, and like what I said before, Apex always puts on an awesome show.
Oh, 100%. I have to thank all my sponsors, Post ABC Kids, Little Park Media, Smith Lawn Care, Venture Wipes, Stick With It Motorsports for giving me this amazing opportunity. Definitely have to thank Millie's Restaurant and Catering. Without them, we'd be nowhere. So, of course, thank you guys for putting on a great broadcast as always. So, thank you guys.
Matt, let's close it up, pal. What an awesome race, dude. What an awesome race to honor our veterans on Veterans Day.
Yes, it was, guys. Thanks, everyone, once again. My throat is about shot for about the third night in a row, AJ. So, as always, great racing. We appreciate everyone coming out to watch. Again, the road to 1,500, 5 subscribers away. Looking forward to that. And next week is going to be the showdown in Charlotte that we've been headed towards all year. So AJ, buddy, thank you for coming out, man, once again.
Oh, it's always a blast, dude. The racing season's over on TV, so best way to get to Daytona is broadcasting with you.
And 4 guys. Well, again, thank you all for coming out. We'll see you next time here. And AJ, again, thanks, buddy. Thank you to Wheels America for everything you guys do as well. We'll see you next week at, where are we? Let's see, Charlotte. Yep. So, all right. See you guys there. We'll see you in the next one.